Step in the HOK, you get raw form tough as it fly. Then we pulling up on them, putting in that word, trying to get your mind ready. Trying to see your soul if they only one day. We do this for the babies, never give up on them. All of my people just know I got love for them. They say they want smoke, but they ready. If I be in the studio, that's sa.neter. Step in the HOK, you get raw form tough as it fly. Then we pulling up on them, putting in that word, trying to get your mind ready. Trying to see your soul if they only one day. We do this for the babies, never give up on them. All of my people just know I got love for them. They say they want smoke, but they ready. If I be in the studio, that's sa.neter. They keep by the system, better watch what you say to them. I do it for this shit, I know I gotta make a way for them. Carry them on my back like I take the gym. Never turn my back, you know I gotta lead the way for them. HOK, bringing conscious shit to people, holler freedom. Furry giving knowledge, how we free them. Food for this, that's how we feed them. It's about to go down in the big coliseum. They talk about smoke, they just blow. They don't want it when you see them. We ready all deep from the head to the bill. In the club, if it's a vibe, me, we take them to the deep things. Slum with the knowledge they've been seeking. If you need a hand, they've been reaching. Really got my back when I need it. See they walking dick, they've been sleeping. Higher than the mountain, I'm peaking. Hold up from the cold down with all this beefing. Doing for the people, it's the spirit they be seeking. Trying to say they baby fronted leeches. Been in your bag when we speaking. Trap with that word, got that armor of yapping. It's the spirit we breathing. sa.neter put the other channels on the map like the senses at a meeting. I'm in a yacht, no dick cannot beat them. Shalom, families, and blessings how we greet them. Step in the HOK, you get raw form tough as it fly. Then we pulling up on them, putting in that word, trying to get your mind ready. Trying to see your soul if they only one day. We do this for the babies, never give up on them. All of my people just know I got love for them. They say they want smoke, but they ready. If I be in the studio, that's sa.neter. Step in the HOK, you get raw form tough as it fly. Then we pulling up on them, putting in that word, trying to get your mind ready. Trying to see your soul if they only one day. We do this for the babies, never give up on them. All of my people just know I got love for them. They say they want smoke, but they ready. If I be in the studio, that's sa.neter. Don't swerve in my lane, you might crash out. Pull on my friends, you might cash out. Just step in the HOK, we keep it jumping the hate away. We put the fake in the hate and the haters way. If we gon' save them, then we gotta make a way. On us a fade away. I got that light that's so bright, I can make a day tough as environment. They holler HOK. About the car, that's HOK. The big coliseum, no, they don't play. Not arms or heads, I'll choose your fate. Up, we can keep the lead that judo way. The mama keep them clothes on, do it for a little brother, put them gunners too many getting taught. Never trade your soul for a cut. Got them devils in the cup, but I'm ready. On my back, they heavy. Keep pushing, we will never stop. Keep running out the numbers, I be running clock. Breeze blow, you just make it pop. When we touch down, you gon' hear it drop. Jump as environment.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. We are over here on sa.neter Studios. And man, for those of y'all who missed yesterday's show, Unc was showing out yesterday. Powerful show from Unc. And he stood up and woke up a sleeping lion, Brother Jabari Osaze. I kept telling him, why are you trying to wake this lion up, Unc? And Unc stood his ground. He stood his ground as always. Now, I think Unc is feeling his own. I think he feels that he is ready for Jabari one-on-one. Press 1 in the chat if y'all feel that Unc is ready to take on the champion, the HOK champion, Brother Jabari Osaze. Press 1 if y'all think he's ready. Press 2 if y'all think he's still not ready. That's crazy. Yo. But it was a good show overall. God damn, I think we did like 4 hours, close to 5 hours. You know? Oh, man, there go the tools, Unc. They saying they feel you're still not ready yet. They feel you're still not ready yet. There's only 2 tools. We got 1-1. So, way to go, Unc. He got trampled, but he got back up. Okay. But anyway... What's going on, Unc? What's happening? What time is your program today, brother?
Hey, you already know, man. It's going down at 6:30, right?
Oh,
in the building. 6:30.
I bet you ain't send me a ticket.
Oh, you already? I'm gonna do you like you do me.
Hey, you know, send me a ticket.
Do you like? I'm gonna do you like you do me. You know how that go.
Yes, sir. So,
I'm gonna let you pick a couple people that you want to, have in there. I'm gonna give you a couple tickets for you. You know how we do.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
That's part of your package. Yeah, I mean, of being a good dude over the years. No matter how much we fight, sometimes we'll stay away from each other to keep from getting too wild.
We don't cross the line, and that's the bottom line.
No, we don't cross.
As long as we don't cross the line, brothers fight all the time, brother.
Yeah,
you know,
we do.
So that's why we're able to come back, because we don't cross the line. You know,
we don't cross the line like that,
so
brother.
that's good. So, yo, you want to finish off from where you left off yesterday, or do you want to address some of the things, some of the points?
I got the video. I got the footage, right? Some of the points
that you've already made. Go ahead. You got
the footage. But hey, no. I want you to go ahead and play the cater real quick, because I want everybody to get their tickets. Make sure they're in there. All right, play that. Kick that.
Oh,
yeah. Click that. I know you got it. What you got?
I hope I got it, man.
I
thought it was the end of it. Let me make sure I got it.
Then you got the money look on your face too. Son.
What you mean? No, I don't have it. I got rid of it today, this morning.
Why you always doing it?
So you got to play it. Go ahead. Because I didn't know we was going to do a show. I thought it was over with.
It ain't over with, bro.
Go ahead. I didn't know we was going to do a show, brother.
Oh, man, you know how we do it, yo. I learned from you, yo. The day of, you got to get it going.
Right. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, you run. Yeah, you keep it going. Get them tickets going. That's right.
Get them tickets going. You know, everybody last minute people around here.
So go ahead, throw it in there. Let's get it in. There you go, right there.
All right, yeah, and so here you go. Let me play this real quick for y'all.
Hey, hold on. You got a Mac, right?
Yeah, I got a Mac.
You got to teach me how, when I share my screen, how do I blow it up? Because it's different on the Mac computer.
Oh, all right. Look. Once you do that, you go right here. Can you see the pointer?
Yeah.
And you hit the full screen like this. Bam.
No, not that, brother.
Not all right. You talking about right here? Look. Right here, right?
Where?
Look in the screen. See, it's blew up now. In here. See it?
I'm looking at the screen. What are you talking about?
You don't see it. You can't see it.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you.
All right, what you talking about?
I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
All right, let me get out. All right, what you talking about?
All right, let me get something to put up. Man. Because, yeah, you got to teach me how to do that, man. I've been trying for so long.
But you be just having it stuck?
Nah, it don't be, I don't know how to blow it up.
Oh, man, you had to learn.
You just get anything.
Yeah, you just got to learn.
Okay. Okay, let's say I want to show this. But it's too small.
All right, hold on. All right, let me see what you're talking about. Where you at? You still got my screen on there. All right, go ahead. Put your screen up. They hit you with the piece, elder. You got your elder, yo.
All right, see how that does?
I ain't going easy. That ain't small. That's the whole.
How do I blow it up?
Oh, see them 3 dots in the right-hand corner? There's supposed to be some dots up in the right-hand corner. What thing you using?
I'm using my Mac.
I know you're using your Mac, but what thing you using? You using Google? You using what? Chrome? What you using?
I'm using Chrome.
All right, it's gonna have 3 dots up in the right-hand corner, and it's gonna have history, downloads. It's gonna have Zoom, and you can make it bigger.
Man, you can't tell me, man. I don't see none of that, bro.
I don't even see the 3 dots. So
see, I don't see none of that.
I know, but that can't be a What you mean, bro?
What kind of Mac you working with? I'm working with an all-in-one, the big one, the big joint.
You're still on the daggone search engine. If you're using Chrome, you must be using a different thing.
Suntan was telling me before how to do it, but I still couldn't do it. He told me a long time ago how to do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man, all right.
See, I don't know how to blow that up, man. You mean to tell me you don't know how to blow that up? Okay, we ain't gonna take up no time. Let's get this going. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm right here, man. Let's get this going, man. I want y'all to check out Dr. Cater, man. Soy Kayada, man. Very Cater. Shamaka Cater. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, Suntan told me go to view. Yeah, see, he said go to view, then zoom in. Okay, go to view, then zoom in. All right, so let's go, Unc.
All right, here we go.
Get your tickets, y'all. This is the last call, man. I don't want to miss this. A powerful scholar right here. I'm surprised.
And I'm just trying to get an idea from what the questions I'm hearing is. I mean, what would you define then as an African?
I don't define an African or the African. There is a matrix of variability that constitutes a description of an African reality. Very different notion. The moment you start defining things with narrow terms and in particular ways, and a non-scientific for something that's as fluid as this, is the moment that you will get into trouble, because then you're going to be forced to explain things, like I said, with typological methods or deductive methods when they don't fit. Okay?
Yo, Unc, how was you able to get a hold of him though, brother?
You know, I talk to all the scholars. And scholars don't deal with pseudos.
Yeah,
they see us. They see us on the thing. They see us, right? Mm-hmm. And they be like, oh, you pseudo. I don't feel like fighting. I don't want to fight with you.
What city he from right now? Like where he's at?
From? Oh, I think he's in. I'm not sure. DC somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You know, he man, dedicated to making sure we get our history right. He's an academic and he's a scholar. Very, very important conversation for us. And I think it's important for us to see the level, and hopefully we'll motivate the next generation to go to school and participate. You know, YouTube is just one facet of it. And, you know, it's important. So, you know what we do? We bring the thing on YouTube. So we just got to secure interviews and be willing to pay for the interviews too. All right.
Right.
And yeah, it's just important. We ain't gonna be cheap. And I know you got some big interviews coming up for yourself, bro. I don't know if you told the people yet, but you got a couple big interviews. And yeah, bro, it's time for you to get out there, yo. Everybody don't know, yo. Everybody think you get on this camera to kind of get some notoriety. That ain't even true. You don't even like that, yo.
Word, I don't, man.
You ain't like that.
You know how many people? You'll be surprised if I tell you the people that called me. Yeah. And I was like, nah, you know, I'm good, man. People wanted to hear my story with Khalid, what I've been doing with the Black Panthers. I just was like, you know, that's why I always get other people to roll and highlight them. But I'm gonna start to go. I'm going to
gotta go.
You ever heard of Adams? What's this dude name again?
No Jumper? No Jumper?
Yes. Yeah.
You gotta go.
I told them nah. But then
told them no.
Yeah, but then they hit me. They keep hitting me, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to them. And then the other channel,
that, yo.
What's that other channel where you sit on the couch, the blue couch?
Blue couch. Whatchamacallit? I can't even remember their name.
They in Texas.
Trap Star? No,
they in Texas. They called me.
I know it is. It's whatchamacallit. I can't remember their name. I'm tripping.
Yesterday, fly me out, all of that hotel. Right. So I'm going. I'm gonna go.
Better.
Yeah, I'm going.
Better go. Yeah, don't do me like that.
I think I might go for my birthday. My birthday,
you gotta go, bro. And I'm saying because, right? You gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real life stars. Real life. I think it's called Real Street Stars, Real Life Stars.
Yeah, Street Stars. Yep.
Right there. That's where I'm going.
Gotta go. Gotta go, bro. See, once you crack through that, then you gotta take. I know I'm coming.
And you know what I'm taking with me? I have a USB where all these suckers that went up there refuse to say my name. I'm gonna give them that USB. and they gonna tell it themselves.
You know what's funny, yo? A lot of people that's been on like the Breakfast Clubs and all them shit. Yeah, they started on your thing. They started on your thing. That's funny. Either outside, right? You promoting their lectures.
Yeah,
you the black market guy. Right? You know what I'm saying? People don't understand how that really worked, right? When you had the DVD, you supposed to give it to sa.neter, Like my book, I let them copy my book and black market it so it could be up in Harlem, right? That ain't you want your thing to get sold in the street first. You know what I'm saying? So it can get out there.
Anthony Browder and them was doing. They was coming to me, but see, Polite knew the game. Polite was doing that first. He came to me and he wasn't first.
No, he wasn't nowhere near.
But he came to me and was giving me his videos and all of that. Yo, here, you could do that. You could sell that. You could,
that's what
and I was like, yo, I don't work for nobody. He said, nah, man, that's you. Whatever you get, that's you. See, so he knew by him putting his stuff on my desk, he was going to get the exposure and blew up.
Yeah, he know that.
Same with Umar, bro. Yeah, Umar was hitting me with stuff. Somebody hit me with something on Umar and I called him, And that's how that got started as well with the Umar joint.
Well, so, even a lot of people that went through that, yo.
So now I got to start patting myself on the back because I see how vicious we can be as a people, where we don't even want to shout out each other or shout out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but everybody want to be the one. Everybody can't be the one. Everybody can't be the one. Yeah. But I'm gonna say I'm glad we on here. So we can have the conversation, but I'm gonna tell y'all Negro Pants something real quick. sa.neter ain't make me. I like saying that. It's a ring to that, sir. I like the auntie say.
I did make you, brother.
I like the auntie say that you ain't make me.
You can say that all you want.
so I'm listening. Go ahead.
I definitely exposed you to a larger audience, brother. So stop, man. Don't do
that. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead. I want to have this conversation in front of the family. Go ahead, sir.
Expose you to the world.
I know. Explain it. No, explain it. Explain it.
You was doing what you do.
What was I doing? Hold on. What was I doing?
You was doing the information and the knowledge and the science.
Where though?
On your shows.
Where?
On your show.
Blog Talk, right?
Yes, on Blog Talk.
Was it a YouTube? Hold on. Was it a YouTube yet?
No, it was not a YouTube.
Hold on. Was I on a cable show in Atlanta first? Hold on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yes, you was, but guess what else?
I was that nigga for you seen me. I'm not like Umar Johnson being a bum and just you make him who he is, right? You expose him to the world. Hold on. My show been around the world. Africa, I've been getting them phone calls. Now, being the modest guy that I am, right? I will admit that getting on your platform actually helped it gave me pseudos to beat up at that point. It gave me the friction that I needed, right? Listen, gave me the friction that I needed. But you forgot one thing, bro. Who called you and begged you, yo, get on YouTube?
You didn't.
Right, so don't talk to me about that. And so I missed your outside Harlem run. No, I don't got nothing to do with that. People around the world used to come up to Harlem to see something. I don't got nothing to do with that. You're right, sir. You got that. Yeah, and so I give you that. But you didn't make me though. You ain't make me.
I made you popular. I blew you up. I made your name bigger than what it is.
Nah. Did you make my? Let me think. Let me think about it. Hold on.
Didn't nobody?
I think they did. Hey, yo, you know how you think you? Hey, sir.
Remember what Umar said? A very few people knew him, but when he came on sa.neter Studios,
that's not my story though. That's not my story. He
became known.
That's not my story, sa.neter. That's the rest of them dudes' story. That's not my story. I ruled the Blog Talk ways, yo. We got the first conscious show on Blog Talk. I used to interview y'all. Remember that? You gonna act like that? You gonna act like I ain't? You gonna act like that right now?
I'm not giving you your props. That's not what I'm arguing.
Yeah, you didn't blow me up. Niggas hate me because of you.
No, listen, you've been doing this, but when you came on my show,
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Wow,
I don't agree.
You not agree to that, bro?
I was on cable television before I even knew a damn sa.neter. I ain't even listening to you for that.
Come on, man.
You ain't even got your own syndicate. You ain't even had your own show.
It's all right. You ain't got to.
It's not all right. Hey, bro, was you on? Listen, you introduced me to a bunch of
Let me say this right quick. When I came over there and you was on Blog Talk Radio,
jamming.
And that's when
jamming hard.
Yes, brother. That's when you and Seti was good, and I was busting your butt.
I knew you was gonna get out
on the wall, and I was busting you and Seti ass, brother. Let's keep it above. It was me and it was me and from a hunch.
Oh man, we was in that.
You had Nikki Love. He had the Star suit and SETI,
he was going to
and
war.
we was going in, brother.
Yeah, we was going to
and
war,
we was
yo.
cracking y'all heads over there.
No, you had that. No, this
You had
is
the
your
Armed
advantage.
Raw Squad.
Right. You ain't never beat the Armed Raw Squad, but you had that video editing shit going on. You could make them videos. People don't know, yo, you're a spectacular editor. You know what I'm saying? You used to make they ain't used to see.
You forget about Ismail Allah?
Yeah.
All y'all was together. I made him cry, bro.
You had him in the car. You shut up the car. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You put him in the car and that was crazy. Yeah,
man. Come on. He was
that's different. Yeah. We used to have prolific fights. I was definitely your enemy. We was definitely
that was a fun time.
Like,
Nikki Love and all, and we shout out to Nikki, man, for real.
Yeah, shout out to Nikki, yo. That was fun, yo. So, like I said, bro, like I already had my thing going. You can in your mind say what you want to say.
Right.
I don't care.
You can say what you want to your people.
Yep. But the rest of them dudes can't say that. Yo, I remember Polite was standing over there across the street. Ain't nobody know that man on no place on earth.
Exactly.
All right. He came to you. Right? Okay. All the pills and all that, they ain't know them.
Right.
You was the outside in Harlem, yo. Right? You don't even know the legacy that was carried on. Let me talk about Hubert Harrison for a minute. You familiar with him?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
He's the first person in Harlem. He predate all us. He's standing on that soapbox, kicking that knowledge. Right? Kicking that knowledge. I was like, damn. Yo, he had thousands of people watching him outside in Harlem. Right? I'm gonna let you know that when he left, the pseudos kind of took over. Right? And then you start to see your Hebrew Israelites and stuff pop up like that. Yeah, I mean, and then you pop up with everybody material selling that information, African-centered, conscious stuff, all of them, right? That's your lane. That's what you did. So be thankful for that Harlem legacy right there you carried. But I already knew. Once I knew that, they out there with that microphone in Harlem, I'm gonna get there. Got to get there. So yeah, yo, you brought me to Harlem. Yo, I love Harlem. You know, Harlem's my favorite place in New York. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if I was living in New York, I would have to live in Harlem. Absolutely. So I'm gonna give you the Harlem thing. I can't give you nothing else, bro. I can't. I ain't nothing else. You exposed me to Harlem, and I'm gonna leave it right there, bro. Anyway, let's get to this though, Sar. Hold on. I want to get to this real quick. All right. Go down the line, right? And we got to repeat things a few times. Okay. It's important. All right. Hold on. Big up to the community skeptics, man. Big up to all the family, man. Big up to everybody, man. Fontaine, I see you, bro. Big up to you, man. All right. Where you at, Sar? All right, hold on. Let me get this. Big up to all the pseudo killers, man. Make sure y'all hit the link, get the tickets, you know what I'm saying? And get in there, man. All right. Don't be playing around. Don't be acting like y'all don't know what it is. We supposed to know what it is, man. All right. We supposed to understand the world we live in. This is the nature of science. Understanding the world that you in. All right. Very, very important. So let me play this. All right. Kick it off with my favorite, the great John Henry Clark. I know something got a lot of John Henry Clark stuff. Don't even tell nobody about it. I'm gonna start back with him. I'm gonna go right here. All right. Now we talked. Me and Jabari had a great conversation yesterday. Those conversations going forward, right? We're gonna keep it like that. Now I say the origins of ancient Egypt, okay, occurs in the valley. Not outside of Africa, but in the valley, right? Jabari leans towards a southern origin. Okay. And I'm saying that Upper Egypt, okay, and Khartoum, all right, in the Middle Nile. All right. This is what they talk about in this particular work. But Upper Egypt is in Egypt. Okay. All right. A lot of times when people talk about a southern origin, they talking about all the way deep down the mountain and the moons where the god Hapi dwells and all that. Right. So I do agree that there are culture that in ancient times, right, had similarities in their culture in Khartoum, right, that they call Sudan. All right. And then there's the Middle Nile, and then there's Upper Egypt. Okay, so there's Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, right? Lower Egypt, right, is actually towards the Delta area, and Upper Egypt, right, is down there where Tarseti is and all that. All right, okay. So those cultures in ancient times, right, they was definitely I wouldn't say the same, right, but they had like I would like to say like they had some things that was very, very similar to each other. Okay. Now, Jabari's stance is that the whole culture comes from there. I disagree with that. Okay. I totally disagree with that. And how do we know this? All right. We know this because if you leave out Lower Egypt, right, then you leave out the unification process. So humans are never just sitting around waiting for another group. Okay. But it's still in Africa. So I don't know why it's an issue. So I'm saying there are different polities along the Nile, right? In the Delta areas, okay. Archaeology is very scarce, right? Because of the marshlands, right? Because archaeology don't hold well in that area. That don't mean they wasn't there. Okay, so people was definitely there, yo. Yeah, I know. That's fine. You probably hey King J, right? You probably only know because of sa.neter, yo. But I got a whole fan base without sa.neter, King J, and then he picked the ones he wanted to pick anyway. Yeah, matter of fact. So let me play this. Let's get this straight, and we're gonna see because I was on the video with Jabari. This was like, man, maybe a year ago, and they was talking and Sekou. This Sekou turn today. Look, put out an ABB for Sekou. All right, so we're gonna start right here first. All right.
Traits belong here because modern racism had its development in the pseudo-scientific development of intellectual Europe after the 15th century. And they began to say that certain kind of people belong to certain kind of race, and they created the concept of race and racism itself. Now, according to the laws that's still on the statute book of the United States and some other parts of the world, one drop of us makes you a whole. Now, this ridiculous law and stipulation and measurement has given black people a lot of white people according to that law. Now, it has given us Beethoven, who was called a dark Moor. Now, he was probably one of the many olive-complected Europeans that you see in the millions throughout Europe. But in the States, in the United States, they say that if you have one drop of blood of a black person, you're a whole black person. Now, by this stupid law, we have a whole lot of white people. There's a whole lot of people that think they're white that belong to us.
Okay, let me explain what you just heard. I don't got to do a lot of talking. The rule, the one drop rule, is pseudoscientific. You hear me say pseudoscience all the time. Okay, meaning they try to act like it's science, but it's really not science. Right? It's not a scientific thing. The laws, the statutes that they came up with was pseudoscientific, and it actually marginalized black people in the Annabella South. It marginalized you, meaning once they said you was black based off you having an ancestor, maybe a great grandmother, whatever, one drop. I don't know how they actually do. Just like blood quantum amongst the Native American population, that's also pseudoscientific. It's not grounded in biology, and it's not grounded in science. So whenever you hear the one drop rule, understand that that is not a measure. That's just somebody talking. Pseudoscientific. So whenever you have an ancestor that was African, they would say you was black, no matter what. No matter how you looked, right? It marginalized people. You couldn't get a job. Once they deemed you to be black, you couldn't work, right? They could put you in the worst housing. The whole 9 yards was there. So whenever you hear a scholar talk about, well, the Egyptians, based off of American standards, are black, they're not really saying what you think they're actually saying. What they're basically saying is pseudoscientific. But if you want to think they're black based off of the way they look, not a problem. That's what they're saying. Don't let them trick you. So y'all heard that. Now let me go to the next video. All right.
when they finish, I want you to ask them how much we get paid, because I'm not gonna do.
You gotta mute that. Hey, you gotta mute that, Saul. Mute that. Mute that. Saul, mute that. All right. Let me get to the next one right here. All right. This will be Jabari. All right. I'm gonna wait till Saul come back. All right, there you go. Let's deal with this. Let's hear them cheerlead over the one drop rule. Right? You can pull it up on any science paper. You can Google it. Right? It's really crazy when you get to the one drop rule and how it was used to mistreat African people that came to the Americas, bro. Right? So nobody should be cheering over the one drop rule. 1973, John Henry Clark explained what it was, and he called it pseudoscientific. So you cannot get mad at me. Maybe these guys just didn't actually know that. That's fine. They don't really represent science like I do. They're not science advocates, right? They do not advocate for science. That's okay. All right. Here we go. Let's watch them cheerlead on the one drop rule.
The ancient Kemetic people, as let's be really clear what she's going to do. She's going to describe the ancient Kemetic people as black by today's standards. Okay, I just put it up there, sa.neter. Go.
Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not saying that the ancient Egyptians were not black as we Americans perceive it. They were. The way we define black with mixed race one drop rule, the way we define black as a positive thing, the Egyptians were black. Not maybe all of them according to our definition, but certainly most of them. And if you go to modern day Egypt today and you go to a place like Luxor down in the south, you'll be like, these people are black in our definition, our American definition of what black is, Jamaican definition of what black.
Woo!
Sa.neter.
Come on, man.
You got to play that again. Let's just play it again.
Woo! That's sa.neter. Where you at, sa.neter? Hold on one.
What's up, Unc?
1 second.
Like the video, thumb up the video. Down, down, down. So yeah. We wait while we wait on he's setting stuff up. Yes, I see where the brother said Unc been doing this before sa.neter met him. Well, so have Dr. Umar Johnson. And what did Dr. Umar Johnson say? He said he was doing this before he met me. But when I met sa.neter, that's when I bloomed out. That's when I skyrocketed. You see? So even though Unc was probably doing it, he wasn't making no moves out there where the people knew who he was until he came where? The H-O.
Nah, you messing it up. You always mess that shit up.
No, and
No, you missing it.
I don't know why you don't want to admit that.
No, I can't. You wasn't even on YouTube, yo. So what you talking about?
I came into your city.
You wasn't in YouTube.
Yeah, man, everybody knew me. They
you wasn't even in YouTube,
in your own city, bro.
That's a lie.
No,
that's a lie, yo. So I'm gonna ask you this question.
No, you had a few people that knew you.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
So you don't realize that you was in Harlem with videos that was going around the world? You don't realize that?
Yes, I do know. Yes.
So then act like it, right?
Yeah.
And then act like the radio show went around the world, right? And then act like that I had my own cable show. Not one, but 2 cable shows. When people should call in from Europe. Hold on. So I'm not arguing over, listen, I'm not arguing over whether when I got on your shit, I had more access to wild people to beat up. Hold on. What I'm saying is, so that's like you in Harlem selling dope, right? And then you don't know it's niggas in Baltimore to sell dope too. You just think you bigger than them because that's your world. I'm saying I had my own world. I had my own universe though. Yeah, you got a universe. I had my own universe. So if you think I'm sitting here tripping, but you ain't make me. I was me already when I synced you. Matter of fact, I made you bread. How about let's talk that talk. Let's talk that talk. Hold on, let's talk that talk. Who put money in somebody's pocket first? Now, talk that talk, nigga. Yeah, let's talk that talk. I ain't want to say it, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a service.
No.
Just flew me out there to come out and do a show.
Right? Who did that?
You.
Who spent that bread?
You spent it. Come out.
Yeah. Thousands. Get that straight. Hold on. Who put you on YouTube? Hold on. Who put you on YouTube and say, yo, you will be able to feed your family forever? Who did that?
No, you ain't do that. You told me I could come on YouTube and make money.
No. Who told you about it? Who monetized you and got you straight?
You did that.
Yeah, you was a dinosaur, bro. I'm the scientific literate dude. I'm the one knew the shit that shifted to this. You was late. You was 4 years late. Knock it off. I had already made thousands on YouTube. Stop it. That's
because at that time they wasn't really monetizing people that
they
much.
Monetized me.
You see what I'm saying?
And I got you, man. You had to come. You had to eat crows like, how you doing?
No, you called
anyway, I'm not. Hold on. I don't have to tear you down and make myself.
Listen, brother.
Go ahead.
You called me and Sa.neter because we wasn't ready to go on YouTube. We was doing our thing in the street live.
Y'all was scared of white people.
He said he didn't even know he wasn't. What the hell?
You know what you told me? I want the people to hear this. Do you know what you told me, sir?
Oh, listen, man. Now you're getting crazy.
No, listen. Watch this.
Channels I got destroyed
Let me finish.
because I was banging on white people on YouTube.
Let me finish my point. See, when I say you scared of white people, what I mean is y'all was saying, I don't know about being on the white man stuff. That's what you saying? I don't know about all that. That's what Seti said. I don't know about all that. Really?
That's what Seti said. But I wasn't ready to go on there yet.
Why not? Hold on. Make it make sense to them people you talking to right now on why you didn't want access to a bigger platform. I'm listening, sir.
All right. At that time, it wasn't bigger. It wasn't big.
For me, it was. It had 150,000 views. For me, it was. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what happened, right? At that time, it wasn't big. I was way bigger in the street. I was getting more views in the street than it was. Dinosaur. And when I made the transition to YouTube, you know how many goddamn channels I got deleted, bro?
You know how many channels I got deleted?
Because I was too hardcore for YouTube.
You know how many channels I got deleted, sir? So how many channels I lose, sir?
Let me finish. Let me get the story out.
Go ahead. Get it out.
You know how many times I got this deleted? I would have had over 1 million views today if my channels would have never got deleted. But I was too damn.
You mean subscribers?
Oh, yeah. I was
got me
for YouTube, and so I had to really tone it down. I think I lost like 4 goddamn channels.
How many channels I lose, sir?
And I had damn near at one channel. I had like damn near 75,000 subscribers, and my joint just took it. And
okay,
then
you want to talk about my whoop took it, my 100,000 subscribers, my 50,000. You don't want to talk about that?
I'm not talking about you. You can deliver your own story.
Yeah, deliver your
and then I did it again. And you know, when you lose a channel, that shit hurts you, man, because you build it up so hard. And I was like, what the hell? And then they took it again. I said, okay, I see what I got to do. And I was going hard at the Jews. I was going hard at the white. I was going hard on the police. All of that. And the people would see it. And I would start showing the joints live from the street with me going in live on the street with the bullhorn. I had somebody recording me. Even the joint I did in Brooklyn. You see when the police surrounded me? Did you ever see that video?
Yeah, yeah.
When they surrounded me and tried to and wanted me to take them pictures down and all of that. Come on, I was going.
Yeah, that's in the streets, huh? That's in Harlem, bro.
Right, but that's when they was tearing my stuff down, my channel. They didn't want that up there. And then I said, okay, I see what's going on. I gotta really tone it down, and that's when I started toning down, getting used to it. You know,
so we had the Real Black Atheist Library, we had numerous Amaral squads. All together, at least 200,000 subscribers when we really start adding it up on a different channel. I lost channels too in this war of trying to get this information out, fighting the pseudos. So I can't explain everybody else, right? I just say I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate being around you, but I'm gonna never let you say you made me, because I was already a made man.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Always that nigga. So now we're gonna hold on. Sorry, I thought you said let me talk.
Yeah, but you getting it wrong.
Nah. Let me talk. Listen, bro. Before any debate, yo, I did my thing. I was already in Africa. I'd already sent 30, 40 kids to Africa. You tripping? I was already known getting phone calls from Africa, sending containers of clothes and stuff and shoes to Africa. They already know about me from the Congo to the Bongo. You tripping because you just know your world. So I respect your world, but you gotta respect my world. So if I never seen, listen, if I never met a damn sa.neter, right, I might have been farther along because some wild dudes that got my shit taken there wouldn't have happened. I probably would have been in a better space if I hadn't deal with the riffraff that you was carrying around here. The ones that got your channel taken down at the end of the day with the misinformation. If I'd have stayed comfortable in my lane that I was building, yo, and ain't mess with them pseudos who was really easy picking, dude, really? So I'm saying is, man, listen, bro. I'ma always get money. I'ma always get views. I'ma always have something slick to say out my mouth, because that's what I do, right? So I just appreciate the sa.neter platform, but I love that goddamn pseudo killers and that community skeptics, bro.
All right, now, wait. I want you to hear this right here. Listen.
No, is you making it about you? Let me do this.
No. Listen.
No, I'm not doing
that. Brother sa.neter, that I have really gotten to the level where I am now in terms of people having access to the information that I have. I've been in public speaking for 10 years, but in the past 8 months.
He's been in public speaking for the past 10 years. You've been doing this for the past years before you met me. Let's listen.
And this is no exaggeration. In the past 8 months since meeting Brother sa.neter, I have gotten more speaking engagements, interviews.
That's what I'm saying. You've been doing this. I didn't make you, You've been doing it. But since you got in contact with me and became me and you was
sa.neter, you delusion. sa.neter.
Yeah?
You are delusional.
Let me finish. You know goddamn well,
sa.neter, you delusional.
There's no big band out there like that, man.
sa.neter. Matter of fact, you didn't even put me on. Reggie put me on. Tell the truth, yo. Let's be honest. Reggie put me on.
That's not
sa.neter. You ain't even like me, yo.
You used to come through on your own before Reggie. What are you talking about?
sa.neter, yo, you never thought the science could sell, bro.
No, that's not
like. Yeah, bro. Bro.
All right, you know what? Let's just move on, brother. I love you,
bro. You forgot about what Reggie did, though. You forgot Reggie had to fight to get me in there.
No, Reggie didn't. No, the hell.
Yo, you had to put the y'all was with polite. Y'all was worrying about getting money like you supposed to.
I
put the Amaral squad on.
You came in. What are you talking about?
No, bro, you would never give me a shot. You always thought you think like you think now. You're delusional. You don't.
Yeah. Before Reggie even came in. What's wrong with you? You ain't thinking now.
You got it. Okay.
You know who brought Reggie in?
No, I ain't listening.
You know who brought Reggie home? I'm gonna say it like the Bloods do when they get out of the You know who brought Reggie home? Who was it? Shaka brought Reggie home.
Oh, not the guy with the braids sticking out the top of his head. Yo.
He's the one that brought Reggie home. He came to me and said, "Yo, you need to get with this brother sa.neter." That's how I met Reggie. But I've been a long time.
Can I help you out? Can I help you out, sa.neter?
Yeah.
The world we live in is a very big place, yo.
Yes.
We actually service two different audiences, yo. Seriously, I service the scientifically literate audience. They care about science and don't think it's boring and enjoy it. You service everybody that can sit around and think hard as they want to and say how they want to say and say what they want to say. So you make people feel good about the shit they saying because they say anything, which is cool. But that's what you give everybody a shot. So that's the audience you service. I have a very, very, I would like to say, it's like you have to it's an acquired taste. I'm an acquired taste. So my numbers ain't gonna never be here. My shit gonna be right here. Let me finish. No, you won't. You gotta let me finish. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you talk. I'm not gonna let you talk.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I didn't make up everybody. See,
you tell the truth though.
Yes, that is.
So if you got somebody in the chat, humble, yeah, I would have known about you. No, you wouldn't have came in contact with science if not for me. Get that straight. How about that?
Damn right. Get that straight. Yeah.
Right. Whole platform hates science.
Man that came in with the science, so I ain't gonna lie about that.
We was thinking it was the white man thing.
Right.
Right. That's white man. So I was talking to the white man. I had to bring hired guns like Ngasi and Gozi. Prolific with science. You know what I'm saying? The real young gun. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring them in. Come on, bro. Stop that, man. The original phenom is Ngozi. He the phenom. He the one that made everybody just shaking their boots and knew not to say nothing about science. Come on, man. So anyway, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. But what I'm gonna say is, yo, let's go to this next clip.
Yeah.
Now, if you want me to say what I can say is, yo, I appreciate the audience you have allowed me to talk to. Right? I appreciate the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that you reached out and touched and gave me that shot, bro, with your audience. Appreciate that. Now, if you want to holler about who got the larger audience, people sitting there and say, well, look at sa.neter channel. He got more subscribers. I done had that. Trust me. I done lost it and had it and lost it and had it. Trust me with that.
That's right.
So they don't even know that. They looking at the channels right now saying, oh, look at that. Okay, whatever. Y'all late in the game. Anyway, but I do appreciate you bringing me into Harlem. You brought me to the world where the Harlem History Club. See, that's what I was really going after. I wanted to be in Harlem with the Harlem History Club with Hubert Hurst and the atheists. I wanted to be around the atheists. Yeah, so big up to Saw that brought me into Harlem, yo, and treat me like a king, yo, and gave me a chance to beat the hell out of people in there in Harlem, just like the great ancestor Hubert Hurst. So that I will ever be indebted to you for that. And I appreciate that, bro. No cap. That's how you say. So here we go. Now we moving forward. So we heard with John Henry Clark said, this is in 1973. If you don't believe me, look, I can show you. Look, it's 1973 now. All right. So I didn't invent anything. Look, 1973. So y'all don't think invented it. Here you go. Look, John Henry Clark in 1973. So he was saying pseudoscience in 1973. All right. So that means you have to understand science to even talk about pseudoscience. Right. Now we move to Jabari. Okay. Carol Cooney. All right. And she talks about the one drop rule, our American standard. America is not the standard for planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen. Get that straight. So you're saying just because American standards say you're black, hell, that's Jim Crow laws. Look it up. Now we're going to come here to where they tried to clown me. Here we go. All right. Now, this going to fit real comfortable into the conversation me and Jabari had when Jabari was saying, oh, you messed up the definition of confluence. Okay. So I'm going to get to that next. Okay, as a matter of fact, that's in front of that. When Jabari played the slide and he reads the slide about confluence, I had to wait 30 minutes to respond to Jabari. Yeah, I'm saying, with Sekou talking crazy and cheerleading the one drop rule before I can even get back and address Jabari, right? So this is down there 45 minutes later, right? Did Jabari throw a word off the slide like I got some kind of super memory and remembered the words that was on the slide? Craziest thing ever. Jabari seemed to have forgotten that, but I want to get to this first. So let's keep it orderly. So we go from 1973 where the great master teacher John Henry Clark, nobody doubts that, is trying to tell you that race is pseudoscientific and the one drop rule is pseudoscientific, and we need to stop basking in our blackness. He said that, not me. Okay, here we go. Now let's deal with say cool. Coming to America. Here we go.
You started crying that this lady used Jim Crow law to define black people, but you were there clapping for her. Aren't you a coward? You were a coward, brother. When I said the Negro being a coward, you showed that you were a coward. She mentioned the Jim Crow. You were there. You didn't raise an eyebrow. She used the one drop rule. You were there. You were clapping, brother. But you come to the black group that you want to throw venom. That's not what a brave man does. You should have challenged her during during her
what? She was right. Why would I challenge her being right?
He said three things.
I'm challenging you, say cool.
I took notes.
You the freedom fighters, say cool.
Wait,
I'm challenging the freedom fighters.
You got to finish. I'm gonna let you go next.
Yeah.
You next.
Wait. This is the first question Ang asked her. Let me to tell you how I take note. Ang said, is it better to call them the indigenous Africans with ranges in skin color or black? What term is better? That's the question Ang asked. Yes, in the beginning, she said she preferred to call them Africans. Then she went down and said, I am not saying the ancient Egyptians are not black. They were. She said it very clearly. They were black. Then she said, using the American span. No,
didn't say
come. Then she said, using the modern American understanding. Wait, on, bro. Then she even said Jamaican.
Yeah.
The Jamaican definition of black.
Yo, have I ever got you to bang on the saw? And he'll be like, nah.
Who you talking about? Who? No, I didn't say that. What I said was you brought Team Osiris on. And they beat the brakes off of Saw. So if you was trying not to let them bang on the Saw, you wouldn't have brought them on.
Bang, that was the information, brother.
I want no daggone man.
No,
See, hey, y'all hear him, right? Y'all hear him, right? Well, you crazy. See now. We getting old too. You like too old.
Hey, yo, somebody said, where do they buy a ticket at, brother?
Hey, Maz, drop the link in there. Gotta drop the link. You arguing with sa.neter. Boy, sa.neter, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Go ahead.
God.
I'm gonna fall back, man.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna fight like hell for come on, people. Yo, like you gonna fight like hell. Come on, yo. It ain't even worth it, yo.
You're right. I'm fall back on that.
Yeah, it ain't worth it, yo. But come on, yo. Come on, man. Everybody don't like me. Everybody don't like you. And come on, yo. Goodness gracious, bro. Hold on, let me get the link. I'm gonna have to get the link from here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me drop the link. I can't even drop. You gotta drop the link, sir.
No. Oh, put it in the back chat. That's how you do it. And I'll grab it and I'll drop it in there.
All right. All right, you got it. There you go. Drop it in there.
Is that it? Where it says bid?
Yeah, that's it. That's the link.
Hey, and you know what? Go put yourself in there and I'm gonna make you a mod. That way you can drop all the links.
All right, hold on.
So I'm gonna make you a mod right here, and you'll be able to drop all your links, brother.
All right, hold on. Let me do it.
All right, I dropped the link in there.
All right, let me get this on. Hold on. We'll be on the House of Consciousness.
No, we're on the sa.neter Studios.
All right.
So you will have a link, a wrench. So whenever you do come over, you could be able to drop your links and all that.
All right, where you at? Shoot, that's the wrong one. Where the live at? Shoot,
we on sa.neter Studios, brother.
That's House of Consciousness. Damn.
We did House of Consciousness yesterday. You know, I got to mix it up, man.
Oh, okay. All right, trying to do it.
I got to mix it up.
All right. And you gotta say, yo. All right, there you gotta make me mod. Community skeptics.
All right, I'm gonna make you a mod. So now you can be able to. And wasn't we talking about making Juju a mod today, brother?
Yep, we still gonna make a mod.
Right.
Yeah, you can't have everybody on your side. You got because they be talking reckless over here. You gotta mix it up a little bit. Yeah, hotep to you.
All right, there you go. Now you can drop all the links you want, brother.
All right, and then I can bang on your audience.
Yeah. You can go ahead and do you. Yeah, you can fight back, brother.
Nah. I don't even got it. I'm good.
And they can't block you, and they can't take your joints down.
Block me now. You can't get me now. You can't block me now.
And they can't take your video down, your comment. So you good.
Yeah. So don't mess with. I have the power of thunder. Now there we go.
Just don't block nobody.
Nah, I don't do that. No,
Yeah,
we don't play that. No, we don't block nobody. That ain't it. So hold on. Let's get back. Right? We on this Egyptian thing of trying to understand social constructs. We're trying to understand what the one drop rule is, right? So I showed you how
that's pseudo. The one drop rule is pseudo, brother.
Right, but we seen people actually call me a coward. Let me play this again. He called me a coward, yo. Look, literally called me a coward. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go back. Hold on.
He said everything. I don't have to say, but the nigga just misread the source, and he gonna let that.
Hold on. Dang. They was on me, yo, hard.
That's the one Sekou was beating your butt, man. Sekou.
Yeah, we thought he was until I just played the clip. We realized he was pseudo. Yeah, we realized he was. We realized Sekou was pseudo. He was following pseudo scientific rules. All right, hold on. Here you go. This is the one. Hold on. Let me grab it. Damn, I had it all set up, bro. Let me see. Is this the one? Hold on. Wait.
You started.
All right, here you go. All right, let me share the screen. All right, we got all the other stuff out the way, man. Big up. I'm back on the Community Skeptics, man. We trying to sell these tickets, man. All right. Big up to everybody. Here we go. Here go Sekou. Call me a clown, coward, all above. Because he don't understand. He does not understand the words that John Henry Clarke said out of his mouth. So I'm all above, right? So we're gonna go back to what John Henry Clarke said. Let me see. Can I go back to what John Henry Clarke said? Hold on, let me see.
We might claim all of South America because it's in the United States token, us laws it's still on the 16th century, and they began to say that certain kind of because modern racism had it. All
right, here we go. We gonna say cool today. All right, here we go. You gotta share the link, Sal. You gotta pull me up.
Has been, I mean, they have never said that these people with these kind of traits belong here, because modern racism had its development in the pseudo-scientific development of intellectual Europe after the 15th century. And they began to say that certain kind of people belong to certain kind of race, and they created the concept of race and racism itself. Now, according to the laws that's still on the statute book of the United States and some other parts of the world, one drop of us makes you a whole. Now, this ridiculous law and stipulation and measurement has given Black people a lot of white people according to that law. Now, it has given us Beethoven, who was called a dark Moor. Now, he was probably one of the many olive-complected Europeans that you see in the millions throughout Europe. But in the States, in the United States, they say that if you have one drop of blood of a Black person, you're a whole Black person. Now, by this stupid law, we have a whole lot of white people. There's a whole lot of people that think they're white that belong to us. We might claim all of South America because the Spaniards were mulattoes when they got there, having been mixed with the Moors for nearly 800 years. And they were even before the Moorish conquest. Mediterranean Europe was highly mixed with Africans. Nobody thought anything of it because they were a mixture of power and influence and trade and
All right.
And I don't say it did the Europeans any harm because
Okay. So he clearly explains what the quote unquote one drop rule is. All right. So we don't got to sit back and argue that. And this occurs in 1973. Okay. So it's already thoroughly established. All right. In the annals of history on what's good. All right. No need to fighting that. No need to acting like you know what you're talking about. You might want to know what you're talking about, but you don't understand the conversation. It's okay because it's actually counterintuitive. So they're glorifying a pseudoscientific law. All right. Let me shut some of these things down real quick. All right. So I can make sure we got it all straight. Hold on. 1 second. All right. Okay. All right. So now let me come to the next clip. All right. Let me get say cool. All right. 1 second. Let me get say cool out of here. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. This is why we need experts to have these conversations for us, because we have not been responsible in what we were supposed to be teaching the community. We're going to make far more mistakes than an expert do. Once again, nobody should not have been cheering a pseudoscientific rule. Point blank. Go ahead, Sal. Share the screen.
Crying that this lady used Jim Crow law to define black people, but started crying that this lady used Jim Crow law to define black people. But you were there clapping for her. Aren't you a coward? You were a coward, brother. When I said the Negro being a coward, you showed that you were a coward. She mentioned the Jim Crow. You were there. You didn't raise an eyebrow. She used the one drop rule. You were there. You were clapping, brother. But you come to the black group that you want to throw.
This man called me a coward because I don't stop the lady from teaching. Because I understood what the Jim Crow South meant. Because I understood about the one drop rule. Because I listened and stand on the shoulders of giants like John Henry Clark. They told you in 1973. 1973, Sekou was a Muslim somewhere praying to Allah. Now he comes to America and Canada somewhere, calling me a coward and a clown because he doesn't understand. And then we talking to a marginalized community who misrepresents science because in our community and our households, religion was at a premium. We understand why religion was at a premium because we was put in situations that made us have to believe in something. It's called slavery. It's called the Jim Crow South. It's called the slave laws, the codes. It marginalized us even more. So the one drop rule applied to a marginalized community put people in positions to not to even get hired because they wasn't hiring you if you had one drop of African blood. How ridiculous is that? So we know he cheers through his ignorance. Simple as that. Let me finish.
Venom. That's not what a brave man does. You should have challenged her during during her presentation.
She was right. Why would I challenge her being right?
He said three things.
I'm challenging you, say cool.
I took notes.
You the freedom fighter, say cool.
Wait,
I'm challenging the freedom fighters.
You got to finish. I'm gonna let you go next.
Yeah.
You next.
Wait. This is the first question Ang asked her. Let me to tell you how I take note. Ang said, is it better to call them the indigenous Africans with ranges in skin color or black? What term is better? That's the question Ang asked. Yes, in the beginning, she said she preferred to call them Africans.
See? He don't even get it. Yes, in the beginning, she said she preferred to call them Africans. And then she goes on to explain, if you just gotta call them black, then they black based off American standards, based off of the one-drop rule, Jim Crow South. So if you're an intellectual and thought, you would clearly understand what she was saying. It wouldn't be a problem. Remember, you couldn't even sit at the front of the bus. They would make you bake. They would take a look at you and say your skin was too dark to sit up front. You got to sit in the back. They would stop you from employment because they claimed you had a great grandmother that was black and you got the one drop. Your hair wasn't quite straight. You got the one drop. They did the same thing with the Native Americans. Blood quantum. It's a pseudoscientific thing. It's not my fault that the brother say, cool, don't understand that. So I would not correct her because I understood the conversation. So we gotta just take our time, man. That's why we bring experts on. Because Black African is not synonymous with African. Black and African. All Africans aren't black. It's important for us to understand that. You have indigenous Africans that don't look like me and you, but they've been in Africa for eons. Have we forgotten that Africa has the most diverse population? That's why we calling out experts that look like us. Dr. Cater, Pan-African. African-centered. That's the interview we doing. This is what we support. We're going to make sure he make his rounds, putting out the real information. It ain't no fight with that. But say cool, right? He thought he had an aha moment and thought he was doing something. But now we see, I just waited. I just sat back. And I say, when I feel like getting them, I'm going to get them. So now we getting them. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Then she went down and said, I am not saying the ancient Egyptians are not black. They were. She said it very clearly. They were black. Then she said, using the American slang. No,
didn't say
then she said, using the modern American understanding. Wait on,
bro.
Then she even said Jamaican.
Yeah.
She used the Jamaican definition of black. Do you know the Jamaican definition of black? Is it one drop rule also?
Yeah.
So now in Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay, now she said the modern definition of black of America. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the U.S. government definition of black. That's what I'm going to do. I'm sharing my screen.
Come on, sa.neter, man. See,
yeah.
Get all. He's just coming up with shit, flam, and then Reggie got to go for an hour. This niggas don't know geography. I'm sitting up here with a professor who don't know geography. So all right, so he's still going to bring up America's one-drop rule to prove his point. And we're not doing that. So now we got that straight. With all of them to cheer the one-drop rule, we heard what the great elder, the giant in our community actually said in 1973. That means he would have had a fundamental understanding of who Charles Darwin was. He would have understood biology. The statements he made clearly show you that he understands what it is you're supposed to say, what it is you're not supposed to say. It's clear. He tell you, we got to stop basking in our blackness. This was in 1973. You don't say he talking crazy, right? Think about that. If in 1973, we're told not to bask in our blackness, right? Then what are we doing? So we come back to it again.
And I'm just trying to get an idea from what the questions I'm hearing is, what would you define then as an African?
I don't define an African or the African. there is a matrix of variability that constitutes a description of an African reality. Very different notion. The moment you start defining things with narrow terms and in particular ways, and a non-scientific, for something that's as fluid as this, is the moment that you will get into trouble, because then you're going to be forced to explain things, like I said, with typological methods or deductive methods when they don't fit. Okay?
It's not hard, man. Right? We talk about the perfect African. We use all these terms. And if you mix with this, you no longer like, man, that's not in biology, man. That's, that's in the framework of us guessing and just trying to relieve some stress, man. Trying to come up for a reason why we in this position. We understand why we in this position. Our ancestors was brought to America in chains, man. We was a commodity. And guess what? It wasn't even personal. It was business. And we know it was business because last time I was in New York, we went to Wall Street, and one of the first commodities that they traded on Wall Street, they got a plaque. Where's your ancestors? They worked the sugarcane plants. The sugarcane fields in the Caribbean because they was considered labor. You was like the first machines that would pick all the crops. Sugar ruled the world. And the byproduct of the sugar was what the leftovers they made into rum, a drug. Think about that. Sugar. People get addicted to sugar and people get addicted to alcohol. Think about that. How much humans yearn for sugars. It's already part of the evolutionary process for you to want sugars and salts. But imagine them putting it in everything. How addicted you get to it. Same with alcohol. People get addicted to alcohol. And these commodities was traded. But you was the machine that picked it. So you was actually business to them. And the business was so good that it ran the global economy. So your workload fueled the world economy. So I ain't sitting back here listening to what the early anthropologists said in scientific racism and promoting the Negro, the black man. So what event that was so trying, that was so devastating, that would have to make you say, I am black and I'm proud? Why would you need to be black and proud? And why would you need to glorify the color of your skin? Because you had to have somebody that told you the color of your skin was evil and dirty. You're distrustful. And the color of your skin makes you not human. Slavery. So they put the social construct on you because it marginalized you, and it set up a system where those who were white was over and better than those who was black. It was in their vocabulary. And the thing that you came to church the most, which would be God, it was definitely white. And up into the 50s, God in your church was white. And you didn't start fighting back for real, until you start changing the picture of the white Jesus to a black Jesus, which is still racism because they called you black and that wasn't something that you had familiarity with. You had your own tribal clan names. I don't know why this is hard to understand. So for African American, it's dope to say I'm black. Black Americans. It's dope. It's dope to say black African power, respecting the blackness. I'm black and I'm proud. And my ancestors come from Africa. And the power we get for knowing that. Yeah. But we're having an anthropological conversation about an indigenous population. And when you talk about populations, you're talking about biology. There ain't no debate for that. We're not taking social constructs, right? And use anachronisms. Meaning we place our mindset, our idea, our fortitudes, what we think, how we think, on a population that never even went through that type of struggle. And that's not fair to them. Allow them the agency to pick and choose. Your ancestors can't pick and choose. They're gone. So let the ancestors speak. And how do you let the ancestors speak? By looking at their culture, by looking at their language, and what did they say? What was their reality? You don't want to know the ancient population reality through you because that's your reality. You've allowed Europeans and white people to take your reality, their realities they created with the marginalized terms of black and white and make the white automatically here. And you now do the bidding and place that on people who never would even know that. Is that criminal at this point? I understand how we feel about the blackness, yo. I'm black and I'm proud for real. And I will continue to say that. What I'm talking about some ancient African ancestors, right? Whether they my primary ancestors or connected to us through Africa, man, even anthropology let the damn ancestors speak. Let the indigenous population tell you what they thought God was. Did they even have a reality of God? What was it that they gave agency to? Was it the river? Did they think the river was divine? Did they think the black soil was divine? Can we understand why they thought that? That's where it's at, man. I'm trying to give y'all that. All right? I want to give y'all that. That's why I bring experts and doctors, right?
Let's open up the platform, huh? Let's open
up the platform because we got about 20 minutes, man.
Okay, so family, the link is in the chat. If y'all want to speak, come on in. Cameras must be on. And let's keep it on the topic so, y'all can know what's going on. We got King J in the building right now. King J, do you have any questions? Or you want to make some statements?
I do have a question for Brother Unc. Peace to Unc. I definitely mess with Unc on all levels. But I do have a question. Brother Unc, how familiar are you with the term Nehesi as far as what the consensus is in modern day scholarship in regards to the definition of the word?
What about it?
So from my understanding, there was initially two viewpoints. Wallace Budge had a viewpoint stating that the word Nehesi meant Negro.
Yeah.
Herman Jumpner had an opposing viewpoint that said, no, it meant Southerner. But the reason why he said that was because his viewpoint was that there was not a Negro within the Nile Valley before the year of 1450 BC. But we all know that was an erroneous statement. So the consensus was that the word Nehesi meant Southern Negro. So we know that the Nehesi types are the Negro types that were south of Tuskegee, or so. Would you agree with that word means Negro, and would just be okay?
No. So it's easy. Those people existed coming out of the Green Sahara 10,000 BCE. Wasn't nobody calling nobody a Negro or a nigga or none of that. They wasn't. The Europeans wasn't even around.
Right.
That thing had not came to fruition yet. So they was never calling themselves that. That's Portuguese. Right? That's focused on the skin color and all the nonsense to go with it. So no, that term didn't mean that. They was trying. What they wanted to do was look at those skulls and say, man, they're numerous. We got the work. We got hold on. We got here you go. We got Crania Aegyptica. All right, Crania Aegyptica, and then Crania Aegyptica. Hold on, let me share my screen. Let me show you. Share my screen. I'm gonna go to it. I got it on the thing.
Is this where they're comparing the Badarian skull types?
All the skulls. That's Morton's work. He said to be the father of scientific. You go, Samuel Morton. Look, he's an MD. So we got a MD coming on in about an hour. How about that? Get your tickets. Right, and then you understand why he's an MD, because now, right, you want to be able to study skeletons and skulls, and medical doctors does that. Anatomists dealing with the anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
So this MD Samuel Morton is said to be the father of scientific racism, and he's one of the first people, okay, that actually get the skull. Where's he getting the skulls from? He's getting it from Africa. Where in Africa? In the Nile Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Cranometrics, pseudoscience.
Would
right?
these be the Pan Graves?
All the great. They was digging they was digging in all. Yeah, they the first ones getting the skulls from those different areas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna drop this link for y'all. Right? He wrote a whole chapter on the Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Nubians, right? Then he got the whole thing on. Look, Negroes, y'all got to read it. What he said was it was millions of Negroes in the Nile Valley. So now we got an issue here, right? You first of all, you name them Negroes because they look familiar to you in the skulls and the record. You're thinking you're knowing something, right? But by omission, what you're really saying is that these are indigenous Africans all in Egypt, right? So you're thinking that an indigenous quote unquote Egyptian would look European because your whole mindset is they come from the Mediterranean, right? And they come from different spots outside of Africa. But you can't get around skulls that you claim or think to be Negroes because they're there. They're all in a vast influx into the Nile Valley. Okay. So no, they wasn't. They said the people that look like that in our society are slaves. So these people, okay, are Negroes. They didn't want to say they was Egyptian. They want to say they Negroes, and they were slaves in Egypt, like we have our slaves today. The wildest thing ever, bro. How you know if it was an Egyptian or not? You wouldn't have known it by looking at a skull. So you can't look at a skull and say that person is an Egyptian.
Right.
You can't look at that skull and say that person ain't an Egyptian. That person a Mediterranean. So being Egyptian has nothing to do with your skull.
At all.
Right. It just doesn't, bro. So I'm gonna drop this for everybody so y'all can have this. I want y'all to look at it and read it. Okay. And Samuel Morton. Here you go. Samuel Morton. All right. Is said to be the father of science. Here you go. Samuel Morton, Philadelphia, early life. Okay. American ethnology. All right. Here you go. All right, right here. Scientific racism. Speaks about him say is seen by some as the origin of scientific racism. So his work, is seen to be, the origin of scientific racism. So scientific racism started with people digging up African skulls, bro. So I'm not trying to use none of that. Anthropology no longer does that. Anthropology used to go in, Europeans go in and say, yeah, they didn't have no God. They had a God. Like how? So you don't even understand what the water meant to them. You understand how important the river was to these societies.
So let me ask you this in a different way. So would you agree if I said that most of those sapots or gnomes were all autonomous? Autonomous and meaning each one was sovereign.
Starting out. Yeah, they had their own. Yeah. Think about it, bro. I got my clan. Me and sa.neter was just having a clan argument. His clan, I would say, no, my group, my universe. I was using the word like my universe, sa.neter's universe. sa.neter universe loves sa.neter and they talk crazy about me. My universe love me and they talk crazy about sa.neter. And your universe will talk crazy because that's what humans do, bro. And then it's going to be times when we unify. Me and sa.neter unify right now, right? To make sure I'm able to sell some products and goods. You feel me? That's how. Why wouldn't those humans who thought and acted the way we think and act, right? At times, why wouldn't they have their own clans and groups?
Definitely clicked up. Yeah.
They click, and guess what they call it when it becomes Egypt? What they say? Unification. For something to be unified, you had to been ununified, huh? And it's the oldest nation state, right? So I want to end with this though, right? We don't get past that. Yeah, they probably get me out there. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna get with this. I want to put this for the people, man. All right. This one I'm at with it. Right here. All right. Look at my stance right here, man. Make sure y'all hit the link, man. Get some tickets, man. Show some love, man. We bring these doctors and scholars in, they not free. They not supposed to be free. Wouldn't let them come for free. It's not a money grab. This ain't a debate, man. This is so we can get some of these things out. All right, we want to be able to have these types of conversations without me howling, screaming, without people cussing and fussing, man. The people love us, man. And then, you know, we got to all have a certain amount of decorum moving forward. We just have to be, man. Right? We want to learn. And see, I never want to forget where I came from. I came from pseudo beginnings, man. People don't know how far back me and sa.neter go. People don't. That's why, you know, I cheer when he about to get these big interviews now. Because out of everybody, when he hit them big interviews, he gonna say, shout out to brother Unc. Or you know he gonna get cussed out. He gonna say, well, who the hell is Unc? Oh, that's the God killer, the God killer. So, man, let that man shine. Let that man shine, yo, because we all fall in that right there, yo. If sa.neter, man, you know how much I want to see sa.neter on No Jumper, yo. You know how proud the Hebrews was, whether they hated of each other not when Tazariak and them got on, and Tazariak and Gorilla Hebrew got on those spots, bro. Because now we can hear their thing now. We gonna go back to fighting later. We didn't see Umar Johnson and we sitting around saying, at least my side of the house saying, hey, why is all the pseudos on here? Yo, why they got pseudos on the No Jumper? Why they got the why? We ain't nobody heard, you know what I'm saying? Some real African-American dudes, that's African-American brothers and sisters that love science, that's intellectuals, bro. Come on, man. You think of the people we done had on the channel. Professor Dave, why you got that white boy on there? The white boy said, yo, he felt like we was black intellectuals, yo. What he was saying was he was establishing that people that look like me and you can be on that level and talk about science. How is that not a compliment? Why we don't want other people to see us like that? Yo, we can talk that slick talk. We can make up stuff. We can say things that make us feel good about where we came from. We can do all that. We can put a mic in people's face and allow them to say what they want to say without having to be scientific. Right? You know, a person sometimes, man, it make their day to walk down the street in Harlem and put that microphone and just talk about what they think they know and make them feel good.
Yo,
that man been doing that for years, bro.
Yo, Unc, I need you to do one thing for me, brother.
What you need, Short?
When you have this interview, because I ain't gonna be able to ask him. I need you to ask him. You might look at it as petty, but I need you to ask him what role, because we need this on record, did the Israelites play in Egypt? And you word it any kind of way you want to.
I'm gonna say it like that.
Go in on that.
Let me see what you gonna say.
Now we faced with a real true scholar. You see what I'm saying?
That ain't subject matter to Hebrews. He might tell me something slick. He might be like,
that
ain't really my
but I don't think he'll say, well, guess what? You can ask him before you even start the show.
I got you. I'm gonna do it.
You know what I'm saying? Before you even start the show, bro.
I'm gonna do it.
So Mason.
I got you. So my point is, you know, YouTube, TikTok, and all that, man, is just full of a bunch of people that have finally got a voice. They finally feel like they got a voice, and everybody trying to get attention, right? And I'm saying at that point, I ain't mad, yo. You just gotta do your thing better than everybody else, man. And we just need clarity. You feel me? So I hope to be clear. I don't want nobody to believe. I don't care how you believe or what you believe. It don't even matter, man.
All right, we see Chief X is saying everyone owes Chief X for starting the convo and debunking Black Egypt. I don't think that's what Unc is doing. Are you debunking Black Egypt, Unc?
Nah, I'm saying that it was actually Africans. Chief X fought against that. He fought against them being Africans. And he tricks everybody. Here's the trick. Once I beat him up on they being Africans moving down the Nile, like you know what I'm saying? Like everybody know in ancient times, yo, you don't got no steamboats. So you flowing down the river, right? Once I debunked him on that, then all of a sudden he's saying he was Africans. Here's the trick. He'll say they Africans, and he'll explain everything outside of Africa. See, he doesn't understand what a whole group is, right? What do you mean? Is a whole group a race? Are you sure that particular DNA marker actually started? Where is the Middle East? The lines are actually arbitrary. Think about that for a minute. They're arbitrary. So are you saying that when you walk out of Africa, your whole group changed? See, that's how everybody think about it. See, we've been having this discussion about the Egyptians forever, right? And think you debunked something. Look, they North Africans. No, they're not North Africans. Do y'all realize that the conversation really is had in Northeast Africa? Who lives in Northeast Africa? The Somalis, the Ethiopians, the Eritreans, the Egyptians, the Nubians. That's Northeast Africa. You have to say that. They do not live in Central Africa. They do not live in South Africa. They live in Northeast Africa. Northeast Africa isn't North Africa, but Northeast Africa got a whole lot of mixing and matching populations going on, don't they?
Has there been any clarity about what we actually mean when we actually say Egyptian? What population group? Okay.
You mean from a population for what? You mean when you
So
say Egyptian, you
so
just
like-
simply talk about a person that prays to Egyptian gods, spoke Egyptian language, bro, and respected the Pharaoh.
I hate that word.
What?
Like,
Which word? Which word?
Egyptian. So, like for instance,
Why? Hold on. Do you know where it come from, though? Right?
They say Hecapata, but I don't agree
Right.
with that.
I think you cannot listen. It's called Egyptos. The Greeks say Egyptos, but it's Hecapata. It's the city of Ptah.
I would say the temple. More like the temple of Ptah.
That's fine. But hold on, listen. But so it don't come from like the word Africa.
Yeah, right.
The word Africa and is the Roman Empire, Africa, right? Afrique. But they was talking about indigenous Africans.
But I was just so like for me, like if we use the indigenous terms, the geographical area we would call in the South, we would call that Tashame, and then in the North, the Nile Delta area, we would call that Tamehu. So you know what I'm saying? Those are the words.
Is it in the Kim though?
There's a Kim.
No, it's in it. So what's the Kim? The Kim is the areas.
Oh yeah. So when you're correct, I heard when you said the other day. So from Khartoum to the Mediterranean, there are two large deposits of areas where they would have large deposits of the black soil. That's the Kim. And it's in the Nile Delta one area, and then it's in like second, third cataract, probably two.
And everybody ain't living the Kim. You got people, right, that lived outside of the Kim.
Right.
So all of Egypt, right, was it Kim?
No.
See? Right? And that's up-to-date scholarship.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Let me play this right here. Let's hear what this expert got to say. This what Chief X got wrong, and he had to take that video down. Right. Yeah. We ain't forgot you, Chief X. You're still on the radar. We got you, bro.
Framework. So this is very useful to understand how ancient Egyptian civilization could have emerged. We are looking at a long culture.
Hold on. I want to do y'all solid. I want to make it go back a little bit more. Hold on. I'm going to do y'all real solid here. Hold on. I want to really show y'all some love here, man. Because there's a lot of things at play here. Hold on. Like for instance, like you see on the screen. So what are the possible origins of ancient Egyptian civilization from a modern perspective? What is civilization, y'all? You have the old definition and you have the new definition. Europeans came in and named what a civilization was, completely leaving you out the whole metrics. Christopher Eric talks about this in his book, his first book, Big Up Then Gozy, 3 the Hard Way. Gullah, big up to you, man, and big up to all the pseudo killers. Hold on. Let me show you the one that Christopher Eric wrote first that everybody need to have. Hold on. It is hold on, goodness gracious. Man, it is what's up, brother? It is 1 second. Oh, shoot. I ain't gonna stop till I find that one. Christopher Eric's work. I want to show you the one that most people don't even got. Right? Man. Where is the daggone? 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. That ain't it. this is so important. I'm just gonna have to just keep looking till I find the daggone thing that it changed my spot out a little bit. So it ain't, you know how we put something somewhere we know where it's supposed to be at. Okay, I got it now. Here you go. All right. Say the a sa.neter. Oh, you can't put it. I'm gonna have to stop. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, see right here. All right, this is kind of falling apart right there. This is both by Christopher Eric. This is the second volume right here. This is the last one. All right. Okay. There you go. And when you come in here, okay, question is, you know, what's a civilization, yo? You feel me? Like, what is a civilization? Hold on. That's the point. Acknowledgements. Introduction, humanity, people participating, traditions, sinners. Hold on. Anyway, and that forward, right? The introduction to African history. Okay, he's simply asking the question, what is a civilization? All right. And so the question is, what is a civilization? And you know, remember Charles Darwin went around and he absolutely explicitly thought that European culture was better. He did. All right. So here you go. All right.
Looked at early Mesopotamian civilization suggested that it is possible for there to be several states within the same civilizational umbrella, which share the same ideological framework. So this is very useful to understand how ancient Egyptian civilization could have emerged. We are looking at a long cultural process starting very early in the 7th, 6th, 5th millennia BCE with the increasing aridization of Northeast Africa at the end of the Green Sahara phase.
She clearly says it. She says Northeast Africa. These different colors represent what King J talked about, the different polities on the Nile. Each group would bring something to the table. That's why we call Egypt a multicultural civilization within Africa. You understand? Multicultural. There's a hodgepodge of cultures that come together that at the end of the day would unify, right? And put together one of the oldest civilizations on planet Earth. But this is in the 6th to the 5th millennium, the end of the Green Sahara. We talk about the ancestors of the Egyptians coming out the Green Sahara, the Brooklyn Museum. And then they start scrambling when we brought that up. Big up to Reggie. They start scrambling when we brought that out. Now, you couldn't just say they came from the Middle East. You couldn't say it because they come out the Green Sahara. And they've been in the Green Sahara for 10,000 years. 150,000 years, you find these quote unquote different markers in Africa. But any mixing that occurred in Africa proper. So Egypt is officially an indigenous culture formulated on the continent of Egypt. I mean, on the continent of Africa. So let's finish. Very interesting lady right here. And we're going to be having her next. How about that? This is what we do around here.
We see a contraction of human groups in the Nile Valley where they have more dependable ecological conditions. We see a lot of mobility and unorganized migration. And what I understand of this here is if we just look at one little section of this green arrow at the top there, we see small groups doing their rounds, as Heiko Riemer once expressed it. They are not settled human groups. They are living a nomadic lifestyle, if you want, and they move around with the seasons. They meet other groups. They have interaction. They go back and forth, and this is how we have to visualize these unorganized migrations of small groups, and also a high degree of mobility, which brings us knowledge transfer, trade, and exchange. In the 5th millennium, we see the emergence of permanent agricultural villages, regionalism, of course. I don't think the term Nagada culture is really working for us anymore, because we have so many regional variants, even in Upper Egypt during Nagata 1, Nagata 2, and still Nagata 3, and this continues this way. So this 5th millennium picture of emergent permanent agricultural villages brings us to the 4th millennium with permanent settlements. Of course, we have also permanent settlements already in the 5th millennium, but we see more and more of these. We see increasing social complexity, increasing craft specialization, centralization, trade exchange, knowledge transfer. And from there, we move on, we get via the mid 4th millennium to the late 4th millennium to a situation where we actually have the first phase of ancient Egyptian state formation, which happened at a regional level. And this is witnessed by all these many different proto-dynastic royal names in different regions of Egypt that cannot all be put into one and the same sequence and narrative. They are parallel, small polities, they are complex societies in small territories, they have a writing system, they engage in peer polity competition, they have comparable ideologies expressed, for example, in the Horus name.
I just know we see that.
And
I know we see I know we see these different policies right here. I know we see that. It's a complex society, small territories, writing systems. Look, peer, polity, competition, just like you talked about, King J. You talked about that, yo. Comparable ideology. Why would they have comparable ideology? Because they're living in basically the same ecosystem. Same types of animals on the river animals, not salt fish.
Shared culture.
Shared culture. Okay? That does not mean that they're pure anything. It doesn't mean that. That does not mean that that yellow area right there. Look what the yellow area is. Right? That's all in it. That's coming close to the Sinai. It's groups that live there, man. And we talk about evolution and how we give the example of Georgia. And we talk about Florida. Florida is a tropical state, right? It doesn't have a serious winter. Maryland has a serious winter. New York, Buffalo, serious winter. 15 inches of snow. You're not going to get 20, 30 blizzards in quote unquote Atlanta and Georgia. It get a little cold from time to time. Florida, it ain't snowing like that. And so you have tropical trees, right? A tree is a biological organism. And so palm trees will flourish in Florida. But as you get closer to Georgia, right, you'll see less and less palm trees, but you'll still find palm trees in quote unquote Georgia and certain portions of Georgia. Okay, same way with human population, bro, because they're living organisms and the ecology starts to change as you migrate closer to the Mediterranean, as you migrate closer to the more southern areas, right? When that radiation, you're surrounded by radiation, which cause things to evolve. The harmful UVA rays of the sun will affect your skin color. These people start out naked. Did we forget that? They don't got on this to protect them from the sun. They don't got the sunscreen. No. The only thing is to protect them from the radiation, right? That's why evolution is important. And the thing and the reason things evolve, right? The reason you would cry is because it gives you an advantage to reproduce. But not only reproduce and have children, but you have to have valuable offspring. So for those who could block out the sun more often, live to make it to the age of reproduction to give children that would make it to the age of reproduction. And so over time, natural selection through random mutation chose those who was darker to live in these areas that is high UVA rays. As you move closer, as you move away from the equator and move closer into the delta and closer into what they call the Middle East or whatever the hell they want to call it, right? People will get lighter. It's zone 2. Zone 2 is in Egypt and in the Mediterranean. What are we talking about here? And Gozi, Gullinan, they try to talk about this and you laugh at them and you mistakenly think they're saying something that they're not. So we're not sitting around here making up nothing. We doing what we supposed to do. Let me continue this video. Come on, sir. I don't need that right now. Come on, y'all. I don't need the show. I know it's a show. Let me put the thing. Come on. Let me do this. I know how you like to do it.
And they have a comparable definition of institutionalized power and leadership. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of ancient Egyptian civilization. It has its roots in northeastern Africa, in Egypt, and it did not require any external invasion, conquest, influence whatsoever. The Egyptians were perfectly capable to do this all by themselves and be the first in global history to form the first territorial state of Egypt in phase 2 of state formation. And with this, I thank you for your attention.
Unmute yourself, huh?
I appreciate y'all for y'all attention, man. We about to get over here and start this event. Man, get your tickets, man. It is very, very important for y'all to hear experts speak on the subject. We heard me talk about it. You done heard Chief X talk about it. You done heard everybody talk about it, right? When we bring the experts on, everybody quiet. See? Everybody say, they agree with me. They agree. What the hell you talking about? They agree with me. What you mean? What you talking about? Right?
Can I clarify something?
You cut me off, though. I barely have a conversation with you, Chief X. I'm going to grant you. I'm going to go ahead and listen to you on this one. Because, you know, I'm going to let you know we ain't never cool, dog. I just want you to know that, yo. But I'm going to be cordial for a moment.
Okay. I really, sa.neter, are you, sa.neter, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I came on to clarify something with sa.neter, so we don't have to have
well,
a
this ain't the show for you. Good. Y'all, you can clarify it on the phone with him then.
No.
You can clarify it with him. You don't got to clarify it on my, you on my channel. I don't even like you showing your face on my channel because you disrespectful to the women.
To me, we'll wait after the
show.
Yeah,
I'm out of here, yo. I don't even want his face showing up. He didn't disrespect the women. Nah, I gotta go, bro.
Right,
I gotta go with the thing.
After your show.
Hold on, sir. Let me just say this one sentence. Let me just say this one sentence.
Hey, pseudo, hold on, yo. Hold on, Chief. Hey, I'm out here, community skeptics.
Hold on, Chief.
Hey, big up to the community skeptics, man. Big up to the pseudo killers, man. All the love, yo. Make sure y'all get there. Samantha Cater. All right. Shamaka Cater. Dr. Samaka Cater, MD. You know what I'm saying? Bioanthropology. He's going to explain all that. We're paying attention to that. Okay. Appreciate everybody, man, doing their thing, man. And you know, I appreciate you, sa.neter. You keep a mess there, boy.
Hey,
you know, damn well you want to show him up on my channel. Come on, dog.
I'm gonna take that part out the video.
Which part?
You know, the part with me exploding earlier.
Yeah, you got to, man. You crazy. I know you crazy. You just want to get that off.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut that part out.
All right, appreciate that. All right, man. We out of here, man. We're getting to the event, man. I might strike up the channel for a while over there, right? sa.neter gonna let you know.
King J, don't go nowhere.
It's cool.
Oh, King J left.
All right, I'm out of here. So knock my channel off, yo. I'm out.
All right, I got you.
All right, peace.
Peace, man.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
You out.
What's up, Tom? Real quick. Let me just explain to the audience.
I wanted to get Unc to blow up, like, because Unc said he don't do that no more.
I was trying to remain quiet until he finished, but I know Unc wanted to filibust because he's seen me and he don't want nobody to hear me. He knows he's misrepresented.
He was about to explode. And I was gonna say,
he gets extremely nervous when he sees my face.
Right.
And I don't even be starting nothing. I just came on to say something to you. He didn't even want me to say nothing to you. So I'll be on his own trip. First of all, let me just clarify something for the audience. Okay. Yeah. I've always claimed that the ancient Egyptians was North Africans. We have to make that very clear when we're talking about people groups and population groups. If we're talking about Vietnamese people, Cambodian people, we say Southeast Asians. So we won't confuse Southeast Asians with Pakistanis. So if I just say Asian, people want to know what location, what kind of people of the continent of Asia are you talking about? So we say Southeast Asia to represent Cambodians and Vietnamese, okay? So when I say that the Egyptians was North African, Ankh always likes to add Northeast Africa. But let me clarify and let people know what Ankh is doing. He says Northeast Africa because he wants to add East Africans, like people in Sudan and Ethiopia and Eritrea and Somalia, and blend them all in and make them all Egyptian. This is why he say they're multicultural. When I say North Africans, I mean North Africans. Egyptians consider themselves North Africans. They don't consider themselves Northeast Africans.
All right. Hold on, Chief. You know what? We're going to stir up the pot next week. We're going to get you back in here, and we're going to have you do a presentation. We're going to stir up the pot, God damn it.
We're going to stir up the pot. So let me make this clear. Egyptians are from Mediterranean Africa. Mediterranean Africa is North Africa.
You again? Jabari going to come for you, man. You got to know.
There's nothing they can do with that. It's Mediterranean Africa. East Africa is not Mediterranean Africa.
I saw them cars out there, so you got to know.
They're all scared. That's why none of them say my name, and I started the convo. They're all scared.
All right. So with that, I'm out of here, y'all. Thank y'all, man.
All right.
Everybody, I want to apologize to my family for blowing up like that earlier, man. My bad, man. I should have maintained my composure, but sometimes, you know, I'm only human. It's like when people constantly bother you and, you know, it just builds up and you get tired of it sometimes. And so, unfortunately, I had to let it out today, but I'm good. I'm good with it. I'm going right back into my cocoon and do what I do. Because I know a lot of them be some haters for no reason, you know. So I'm going to fall back on that and take that out the video. So peace and black power to everybody. We out, man. Peace.